What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Cody's mega push. Is there any heat between Cody Rhodes and Triple H? Toni Storm reveals her WWE exit. Diamond Dallas Page offers to help a wrestling legend. Bray Wyatt not done yet. The real reason why Ripley does her sexy pins and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at Cody's mega push. Atop in the headlines today is another sign about how much the WWE plans on pushing Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare's Wrestlemania 38 return to the WWE has naturally led to speculation about what his status is and will be in the WWE, and a recent ad that aired during a recent United States Football League game on Fox suggests Cody is being positioned as WWE's top babyface. The commercial featured an image of Roman Reigns for SmackDown, while it featured an image of Cody Rhodes for Raw. As seeing as Reigns is the WWE's top heel, it's easy to see how some fans have interpreted this as a sign that Cody will be WWE's top babyface, getting a mega push. Wrestling News' Paul Davis discussed what could be next for Cody in his quest for the World Championship. At this point, Reigns is scheduled for matches with Drew McIntyre, and that feud is expected to run for at least the next couple of months. If Rhodes is the next person in line after McIntyre, then it would seem likely that Rhodes vs Reigns would happen at SummerSlam on July 30th in Nashville. With rumors that Roman isn't going to lose the Undisputed Championship anytime soon, it'll be interesting to see how the WWE handles Cody's goal of winning the WWE's World Championship. Obviously, they could have Rhodes lose and slow down his push, but a move like that could be counterproductive by robbing the WWE of a potential new main eventer and also discouraging AEW stars from considering a jump to the WWE when their contracts expire. For now, Rhodes has to stay focused on his upcoming WrestleMania Backlash rematch with Seth Rollins. Next up, is Charlotte Flair gonna wrestle men? Is the WWE getting ready to have current SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair wrestle men? Well, as outrageous as the idea may seem, the recent angle on SmackDown where the Queen locked former announcer turned interviewer Drew Gulak in the figure 8 leg lock is spurring speculation Flair is going to wrestle men soon. WWE Hall of Famer Bully Ray discussed the situation on an episode of the Busted Open Radio, praising the concept. I can honestly say that I love the fact that she put the figure 8 on our man last night. I want Charlotte to wrestle men. As a matter of fact, moving into this match, put the figure 8 on 2 more guys, 3 more guys, have guys tapping out left and right. This would be a big move by the WWE, as while the company has had intergender matches in the past, it's focused on keeping male and female interactions within the confines of mixed tag matches such as Edge and Beth Phoenix versus The Miz and Maurice, where men can only wrestle men and women can only wrestle women. This is a major shift from when the WWE had wrestler Chyna compete for and winning traditionally men's championships such as the IC Championship. Their focus on family-friendly wrestling, i.e. a PG-rated product, would seem to preclude this. Whatever Flair's future is, the angle could spell trouble for Gulak's future, something we've noted in our analysis of last Friday's SmackDown. Meltzer discussed this as well during a recent Wrestling Observer Radio, saying the conversation started after Brian Alvarez critiqued Charlotte's application of her submission hold. So he turns to leave and she ends up chop blocking him from behind, and she goes to put him in a figure 8 and she loses his leg. So poor Drew Gulak has to hold his legs in the right position because she doesn't actually have the hold on right. So she puts him in the figure 8, and even though there's no pressure on his legs whatsoever because it's not locked on right, he's got to chant I quit, and she goes say it louder and he's screaming I quit. As far as Meltzer seems to be concerned, this embarrassing angle is a type of segment that WWE likes to book before it releases talent. And with some fans and pundits believing that WWE's traditional post-WrestleMania releases are just around the corner, Gulak could be one of several or many wrestlers to get the dreaded future Endeavor treatment. Next up, is there any heat between Cody Rhodes and Triple H? It's no secret that there was heat between Triple H and Cody Rhodes after Rhodes left the WWE, with both men taking shots at each other. However, that didn't stop the two men from meeting and talking at WrestleMania 38. During an appearance on Out of Character with Ryan Satin, the American Nightmare spoke about interacting with the game. I did, and I was kind of careful. I wasn't too careful. In the media scrum, I didn't really say what the interaction was like because I think that interaction to him may just be normal. Here is, upper management and one of the greatest of all time going through a lot himself. Maybe just talking to me was another Tuesday, but for me, it wasn't. It was different because he was one of my favorites. Cody talked about how much Triple H influenced his career, but explained that didn't lessen the anger he felt towards Helmsley. I really did model a great position of what I was doing on how we had modeled a lot of the game brand, but also I was very angry, and that anger remains as far as how we saw each other, how he saw me and what I wanted to do. I wanted to channel that anger differently, but it was just a really touching moment. I didn't tell anybody what he said, and I won't, but it was a touching moment. Cody said he believes in himself and is confident that he's the best in the world at what he does. Next up, Toni Storm reveals her WWE exit. I'm wondering why Toni Storm walked out on WWE. Well, it turns out the current AEW star was homesick and felt that WWE really wasn't the right fit for her. During a recent episode on Busted Open Radio, the Australian native explained, "There was a moment where I realized it wasn't for me. As much as I might have romanticized it as a child and thought it was my dream and what I have to accomplish, I just realized maybe it's not, and maybe it's not the place for me." According to Storm, she felt like she needed to leave as she didn't want to stay in the WWE and deny someone who wanted to be in her spot. There was really no point in going further. I didn't leave on bad terms, it just became abundantly clear that it wasn't the place for me. I love and respect all the women there, they're amazing, hardworking and inspire me. That wasn't my place. Next up, Diamond Dallas Page offers to help a wrestling legend. As good news for Sabu, as fellow wrestler Diamond Dallas Page has offered to help the ECW original with his back issues. You may recall that Sabu announced his retirement last November, revealing a back injury that has taken its toll on him. However, DDP, who has helped a number of people with back issues, including Chris Jericho, tweeted, "My man Sabu needs to come see me." According to Wrestling News' Andrew Ravens, DDP is working with Buff Bagwell right now. Could Sabu be the next person Page helps out? Next up, Bray Wyatt not done. And during an appearance on the Stories with Briscoe and Bradshaw show, the father of Bray and Bo Dallas revealed, "They're definitely not done. I don't know, they've kind of got their foot in and going with a couple of different things, trying to see what's available. So maybe you'll see them back. Maybe you won't, I don't know yet. But I don't want to speak for them either because I know they're trying to reach out and get some different things going." Former wrestling star Mike Rotunda, aka Oren R. Shyster, is the father of wrestlers Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas, but told Briscoe and Bradshaw he never forced his sons into the grappling game. "I told him, I said, it's a hard business, you're gonna have to go through a lot of shit. And of course, I think it's a natural thing with them. Their grandfather did it, their uncles did it, their dad did it. No matter what you try to tell them, they're gonna go and try to do it. And they did, and they were both successful. When do you guys think we'll see Wyndham back in the ring? Let us know in the comments down below." And finally, the real reason why Ripley does her sexy pins. And last but not least, Rhea Ripley is one of the WWE's biggest female talents, and not just in terms of a push. The highly decorated performer spoke with Fightful.com, revealing she's taller than her fans might think. She told us that those were her measurements when she first moved to the United States, but has grown to 5'8.5" since then. She says that she presents herself as tall on television. Rhea also discussed about a recent photo shoot with Sonya Deville that blew up on the internet. The photo shows both women dressed in black leather and looking smoking hot. Deville also discussed the photo, saying, "When I returned in my match against Naomi, I was getting tweets that my gear looks like Rhea Ripley. I was like, oh, it kinda does, but I didn't do it intentionally. We do have a very similar style, and we looked at each other and saw it, and she was like, we have to do a photo shoot." And I was like, dude, we have to. So we went and took pictures. I don't know why, but the combination with me and Rhea, anytime I post a picture of me and Rhea, the comment section goes berserk. And they're a little inappropriate if you know what I'm saying. Ripley was asked about her trend of making sexy pins on opponents and posting them, hinting that she knows what her fans like and she tries to get a rise out of them. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.